In the annals of the cosmos, there are tales so dreadful they are whispered only in the darkest corners of existence. Among these, the name Black Doom stands eternal, a figure of malevolence and power, an architect of devastation who commands the Black Arms, an army forged in shadow and bound by his unrelenting will. His story is not one of mere conquest, but of a nightmare born in the void, intent on consuming all life in its relentless hunger. Over 2 millennia ago, the Black Comet, a vessel of living darkness, emerged from the abyss of space. Like a ghostly predator, it circled the Earth every 50 years, its ominous presence unnoticed by most, but etched in the whispers of those who dared look skyward. This was no ordinary celestial body. It was the throne of Black Doom, a malevolent overlord whose gaze fell upon Earth with disdain. From his perch among the stars, Black Doom watched humanity and saw not potential, but rot, greed, pettiness, and division. They were insects scuttling across the dirt, unworthy of their fragile lives. In his contempt, Black Doom devised a ritual he called prosperity, though it promised nothing but ruin. He would descend the Black Comet onto the Earth's surface, enslaving all of humanity as an energy source to fuel his eternal army. Yet, despite his power, the comet could not breach Earth's defenses. The skies themselves repelled it, an unseen barrier stalling Black Doom's dark designs. Undeterred, he planted seeds of his invasion. Bird-shaped temples scattered across the earth, their silent presence a prelude to horror. For 2,000 years he waited, each passing of the comet sharpening his resolve. Black Doom found a kindred spirit in Professor Gerald Robotnik, a brilliant yet desperate man seeking to create the ultimate life form. Gerald's ambition was a flickering light in Black Doom's unyielding shadow, and the alien saw an opportunity. He offered his own blood, a fragment of his dark essence to Gerald, sealing a pact that would doom the Earth. The terms were simple and devastating. In 50 years, the ultimate life form would deliver the 7 Chaos Emeralds to Black Doom. From this unholy union, Shadow the Hedgehog was born. He was a miracle of science and a vessel of doom, carrying the dual legacies of Earth and the Black Arms in his veins. When the Black Comet returned half a century later, the heavens wept and the Earth burned. Black Doom unleashed the Black Arms, his legion of twisted abominations, upon the world. Cities crumbled and humanity's defenses faltered under the relentless assault. Among the chaos, a hologram of Black Doom appeared before Shadow, his presence a chilling reminder of the pact. He commanded through his emissary Doom's Eye, a living extension of his will wielding chaos control without the aid of the miraculous emeralds. When Shadow gathered the 7 Chaos Emeralds, Black Doom's moment of triumph seemed at hand. With a single act of chaos control, he transported the Black Comet to Earth's surface, paralyzing all life beneath its shadow. Gas seeped from the comet, a silent executioner that left its victims helpless. Yet, Shadow alone resisted, his heritage from Gerald shielding him from complete submission. Black Doom revealed his ultimate form, Devil Doom, a grotesque fusion of his alien might and the Chaos Emerald's energy. His transformation was an apotheosis of terror, wings vast enough to eclipse the sun, meteors summoned from the void, and an aura of malice that turned the air itself into a weapon. From his perch in the skies, he rained destruction, a living apocalypse intent on erasing resistance. But Shadow, drawing upon chaos energy as well, rose to meet the challenge. As Super Shadow, he confronted Devil Doom in a battle that shook the heavens. In a final, decisive act, Shadow obliterated the Black Comet with the Eclipse Cannon, scattering its fragments across the cosmos. Black Doom, consumed by his own hubris, perished, his last cries swallowed by the void he once commanded. The legend of Black Doom was thought to be sealed in the void, scattered with the ruins of the Black Comet. But shadows have a way of returning, and Doom was no exception. When reality began to fracture under the influence of the Time Eater, his malice seeped through the cracks, untouched by death and emboldened by his failure. Deep within the fractures of white space, the alien overlord stirred once more, rebuilding his form from the echoes of his destruction and the lingering essence of his armies. As the Black Moon began its ascent, Black Doom's plans accelerated. The Time Eater's disruptions had amplified his reach, allowing him to weave his shadow to reshape his shattered legions. Doom's return was not merely a resurgence of brute force, but a deliberate, insidious plot. Through Doom's eye, Black Doom reached into the heart of his greatest creation, Shadow himself. The alien overlord began to awaken the dormant Doom powers within Shadow, not as a gift, but as a curse. The Doom powers surged like venom through Shadow's veins, mutations threatening to claim his mind, body, and soul. Each step of Shadow's journey brought him closer to the abyss, where Black Doom loomed like a patient spider, waiting for his prey to ripen. Mutations very similar to Chaos and Biolizard, both being originally dociles and lovely animals, but due to the energy of Chaos, were transfigured into beasts of madness. Among the powers unearthed from Shadow's Black Arm lineage were the devastating Doom Spears, shadowy counterparts to the famed Chaos Spear. Unlike Chaos Spears, which drew upon the refined energy of Chaos Emeralds, the Doom Spears were primal, raw, and deeply tied to Shadow's alien heritage. These weapons of destruction had lain dormant within Shadow's very DNA, waiting for the right moment to awaken. Unlike abilities forged from Chaos energy, these spears required no external source. They were a natural extension of the Black Arm's horrifying arsenal. As Shadow channeled Chaos control against the alien overlord, unlike before, his eyes blazed with a vivid red glow, a sinister hallmark of the Doom powers taking hold. Unlike traditional Chaos control, which relies on the focused energy of a Chaos Emerald, this manifestation was infused with the dark essence of the Doom powers coursing through Shadow's veins. When Shadow unlocked his ultimate Doom power, Doom Wings, the white space itself was consumed by a new Doom zone. The Black Moon opened a gateway. At last, Black Doom revealed himself, stepping from the void as a physical being, reborn in his full, horrifying glory. Their battle began in the remnants of Radical Highway, but Black Doom was far from the form Shadow once defeated. He unveiled his terrifying Devil Doom transformation, wings like jagged obsidian cutting through the sky, and a power that turned reality itself into a weapon. This time, Black Doom achieved his ascent without the Chaos Emeralds. Every power awakened within Shadow up to this moment served a singular, insidious purpose: to amplify the strength of Black Doom's Black Arm's abilities. These enhancements, drawn from Shadow's very essence, allowed the alien overlord to reach a super-like state entirely on his own, a feat of raw evolution fueled by the darkness he had sown. But even Devil Doom was not the summit of his power. As the battle raged, Black Doom pushed himself further, evolving into the monstrosity known as Neo-Devil Doom. This final form was a walking apocalypse, a devil of chaos and destruction incarnate. The fabric of time and space were his playground. Despite Doom's overwhelming might, Shadow refused to yield. The darkness that sought to claim him was met with a light far stronger, a light placed in his heart by Maria's unwavering love and hope. As Neo-Devil Doom's fury grew, so did Shadow's resolve, a blazing force that defied the alien's malice. From within, the light Maria had kindled surged, intertwining with Shadow's his indomitable will. Shadow unleashed a final, devastating blow, a force born not just of chaos, but of the light and hope that had guided him through the abyss. His fist pierced through Neo-Devil Doom's chest, and the alien's defiant roar turned to a wail of despair. Light erupted from his form, consuming him entirely until all that remained of Doom was scattered into the void. The Black Arm's menace was extinguished, and Shadow stood victorious, a testament to the power of light over darkness, of hope over despair. Maria's light had triumphed once more through the one who carried it forward. What does all of this mean? It unveils a terrifying truth. The Black Arm's abilities are an extension of chaos energy, but warped, corrupted, and twisted into something entirely their own. The powers we recognize as chaos energy's hallmark, chaos control, chaos spear, can be wielded through the Black Arm's strength alone, without the need for the Chaos Emeralds. This revelation is not just extraordinary, it's chilling. Now, let's talk about Shadow, the hybrid forged in blood and brilliance. Shadow draws from not one but two reservoirs of chaos energy. The first stems from the chaos drives granted by Gerald Robotnik, tied directly to the Chaos Emeralds. The second, far darker, is born from his Black Arm lineage. This duality doesn't just make Shadow powerful, it makes him parallel. But something to note, when Shadow achieves his superform, the Chaos Emeralds amplify the energy that flows from them. Black Doom, by contrast, possessed only Black Arm energy. Yet, when he seized the Chaos Emeralds, their power supercharged his own Black Arm essence, unleashing Devil Doom. Here's the horrifying twist. As Shadow's Black Arm abilities emerged, they acted as a conduit, feeding Black Doom's strength. Shadow himself became the catalyst that allowed Black Doom to ascend into his Devil Doom form and even further beyond. This means Shadow's latent Black Arm energy eclipses even the combined might of the Chaos Emeralds alone. Then there's Evolved Shadow. Unlike his super form, which relies on the Chaos Emeralds, Evolved Shadow's raw power stems from his natural Black Arm heritage, honed and awakened to its fullest potential. This is why Evolved Shadow can strike down Neo-Devil Doom, a feat even Super Shadow, using Dark and Chaos Blast, could not achieve. And this, chillingly, is only Shadow's base form. Shadow's Black Arm powers are not ordinary abilities. They are primal, terrifying echoes of the Black Arm's power, made stronger by his status as the ultimate life form. If Black Doom could achieve a Black Arm super state and beyond, it's almost inevitable that Shadow, too, holds the potential to transcend into a Black Arm super state on top of everything else. The most unnerving revelation? Shadow might not even need the Chaos Emeralds to reach Super Shadow anymore. Black Doom has shown a being can contain enough energy to ascend on its own. Chaos energy evolves, growing stronger with time. We've seen this before. The bio-lizard, once a gentle creature, mutated into a nightmarish force, growing bigger and stronger after exposure to chaos drives, the same energy being produced in higher amounts than by the bio-lizard. Shadow himself was warned that removing his limiters now could lead to catastrophic overload, yet he emerged unscathed when he was created, implying a difference. These signs all point to an inevitable truth. Shadow's chaos energy is expanding, and it's only a matter of time before he achieves a super form entirely on his own. Now, imagine this. Evolved Shadow, already surpassing the might of a super form, ascends further, fueled by the boundless strength of a super black arm state. Add to this the super state amplification of the Chaos Emeralds, and you're looking at a force so immense it transcends all known limits. The very concept of power is rewritten in Shadow's image, and it's not a question of if, it's a question of when. The most tantalizing glimpse of this destiny came during his battle with Neo-Devil Doom. As Shadow fought, his aura began to shift, resembling the unmistakable radiance of a super form. Though unconfirmed, it was clear that Shadow wasn't merely using one type of chaos energy, he was blending both. If it had been only Black Arm energy, he could never have surpassed Black Doom. So, here we stand, witnesses to something unprecedented. Shadow isn't just a wielder of two separate chaos energies. He's merging them into a single, devastating force. A power unlike anything the world has ever known. And this is only the beginning, since the ultimate life form's limit is inexistent. And that's all for today's breakdown. I hope you found this analysis interesting and insightful. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give a like and subscribe to stay up to date. Got any thoughts or questions? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your take on all this. That was Equilibrium. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.